Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, the demo. How'd I feel about it? Well, coming from the guy who wasn't a big fan of remake, I decided to embrace this with open arms because I said, hey, you know, sometimes you got to see different change, right? And I'm glad I took that change because I actually really did like it. I like this combat, I like the dialogue, I like the characters. And let me tell you something right here. So you remember how in Tifa in FF7 where she wore her little cowgirl outfit or whatever? I was like, oh, that's a little sweet, a little nice outfit. Well, here, ooh, I told her, I said, yeah, what do you, madam? It's your brother Swag Brody 7, dipping off his top hat to you. Oh my goodness, look at this top hat. But yeah, we're currently not put JJ's in the closet. And so after all that, I mean, like the combat felt pretty well, smooth, all that, but I don't know, it just left me with an impact. I was like, dang, I kind of want to see more. Like after seeing like the end of the demo, I was like, oh man, that's crazy. I'm gonna keep this spoiler free as best as possible, right? You already know the FF7 story. You're pretty much just going into this again. And this is where I kind of want to, you know, at least bring a little bits of my personal take on it. So a bit of a little slight off topic, but so I was on Reddit, right? And I was in this Reddit called the JRPG little Reddit, right? Basically what they do is that they talk about, you know, your JRPGs and your chicken and fettuccine and, you know, using Broly and stuff like that. And I was there, right? And I usually would type in my comments here and there when I had my wisdom teeth getting removed back in December. And randomly, I decided to talk about Final Fantasy VII, the remake. I then mentioned to them that, well, personally, I did not really like Final Fantasy VII's combat. Well, the remake's combat, because I felt like it was slow, it was clunky, and it just felt really, really stiff, right? And when I said that in the JRPG subreddit, let's just say it's Reddit, right? Everybody has something to say about it, and they were very, very disgusted with me, right? And I was like, okay, well, fine. If that's how you want to play, then to play at that game. And I was really, really upset, right? Because I didn't remember that it was Reddit, and, you know, some people treat it like Twitter. So I was sitting here, like, you know, I was like, dang it, bro. You know what? Fine. If two could play at that game, I would just play it even harder. So I decided to double down. Your brother doubled down on something that was probably the worst move he could have made in his existence besides making a YouTube channel. And that was to simply put down that Final Fantasy VII Rebirth in its entirety is just going to be Final Fantasy VII Remake with a little slight addition. And I mentioned that, and I did that, and oh gosh golly jeepers, because I put at the end, what do y'all think about this objective fact? Oh gosh golly jeepers, mister. They surely did let me have it. Oh my goodness, they said every single page of the book within the thesaurus of English literature on my behalf. To my peers, my family, my community around my town, it was just everything, bro. They had everything to say to me, and I was like, dang, I didn't know y'all were gonna get that hurt of your behind because of somebody simply saying that your game is just basically gonna be the same game. I was like, how did this even happen? How did this happen? I thought y'all were cool, and I thought we were okay. I thought we could voice our opinions. But at the same time, hey, before the JRPG people come after me and start being like, well, you did. I did. There you go. Your brother Swag Bro 87, your gaslighter troll master here. Kind of not really. Just simply just trying to get up there. Decided to simply, I messed up. That's all I can say. I messed up. I wholeheartedly messed up. I was also in the wrong. They were in the wrong clearly because they shouldn't have said that stuff. They should have taken it. And the people who did take that and was like, yo, bro, you probably shouldn't have said that because that's just not really true. I get that. And I was like, you don't understand. But the people who were like, man, you know, you should honestly jump off a bridge and all that stuff. I mean, dang, I only made that joke one time, right? To myself that I'm going to do that. And then some dude got upset and was like, wow, I can't believe you're going to do that. You know, you should honestly think about other people's opinions. How wrong of you. And I'm like, bro, you shouldn't be getting that butt hurt. But I will admit that, yes, I was also in the wrong. I should not have, you know, I guess stated that it was going to be this way, but that's how I felt. I felt that it was going to be this way. And this is where it ties into that whole story, okay? I try to make every single story flow so it's just not one that's off topic, but I'm trying to tell you this. So I decided today, I said, you know what? I we'll try it. And I tried the game, like I said, and I went to the JRPG subreddit as per usual. And normally I usually like to talk about my opinions about it. So I said, you know what? I liked the Final Fantasy VII called Rebirth. And I liked it a lot. And then I asked for their opinions, what do y'all think about it? I think it's great. And a lot of them were like, we don't like this. I was like, oh, really? Why? And they were like, well, because, it just feels slow and clunky. And realistically, it just feels like Final Fantasy VII Remake, but with a plus version. It really didn't feel like much. And honestly, I'm just going to wait for the PC because I'm not really going to get it for the PS5. And then I was like, oh, okay. That's fine. I mean, hey, if you want to get on the PC, hey, that's cool, man. I mean, like, honestly, I can understand that. I don't got the best system around. I got a system that can simply just stream my games and record footage for me, and that's perfectly fine with me, right? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, y'all better be lucky I took a shower, so that means I'm, like, as neutral. Like, I'm literally neutral. I can't speak that much, but, ooh, when I heard that they said that the game was neutral, when they said the game was neutral, chat, when they said the game was neutral, and that it was just going to be remake but a plus version, and that it's just going to be the same thing except it's just a plus version. Oh, the amount of stuff I wanted to say back was crazy. Because not to the people that were understanding, and despite me being basically a little baby out there, and then I decided to kind of turn it from a baby to a preschooler, I said, you know what? Fine. No, it's cool. It's cool when they do it. It's a problem when I do it. Forget them, bro. Because, swearing, there's no point in swearing, right? They don't deserve swears. And I don't like swearing. It puts a bad taste in my mouth. And we get in trouble by our parents. But, man, I was like, bro, there's no way that this had happened, right? There's no way that they simply decided, you know what, Swag, bro? We actually agree with you. Despite all the hate that we gave to you just then and all that, and you were speaking your actual mind, Now, the moment that you apologize, because I did apologize to them, I said that in case you remember me, I apologize for the way how I acted, but y'all shouldn't have acted the same way because two wrongs don't make a right. Yeah, I messed up. I admit that, but that doesn't mean that you just go and ignite fire. Yes, I poured the gas on the grass, but that doesn't mean you light the fire and light my, whoa, hey, we ain't doing that, no sir. But you know what I'm saying? It just didn't make any sense. But again, that's a topic I wanted to bring in one day because I was going to make a video about it, but I said, you know what? I'm not going to make a video specifically about these JRPG people, right? Because that's going to be way too many people. That's going to be way too many people on my behalf. It's just going to be so much. There's no point in me doing it, right? That's why I'm not going to, that's why I didn't decide to talk about them. But I decided to merge it within this video. But overall, like I keep repeating the same point that I have right in this case, the game is great. And I can't wait to see more. But if you wanted to ask me personally, I would get the pre-order version of the twin pack. So that way, because the $69.99 is the full game by itself. But then, if you get the twin pack, it's also $69.99, but you also get more stuff with including, remake and, the Leviathan and, such and such and boobity boop bop. You can go look that for yourself. But overall, I would recommend to get the other version before the due date of the game coming out, because then it'll be $100 and you don't want to pay $100. So all in all, good game. There's a few sections I wouldn't recommend. For example, I don't recommend the vacuum section. I talked to the people in the JRPG Reddit, and I personally said that I did not like the vacuum section. They were like, well, I mean, it kind of be some other sections, but I'm like, my brother, nowhere in Final Fantasy VII in my nearly 100 hours of playing on Steam, you can go check it yourself, nowhere did Cloud say, I gotta go into the reactor of Mount Nimble and simply decide to suck up the Mako with a vacuum cleaner. Oh, I'm in the Mako reactor. Hey, Sephiroth, give me a hand for a second. This vacuum cleaner isn't long enough. Whoa. And now I gotta go around the fence gate and see the good-looking Tifa with her hat on and going around. No, seriously, like, she looks so good. Her six-pack abs look like you could grind meat on it. It was insane. And I'm an Aerith kind of person, so it was kind of crazy. Or Aerith. Translators, please, back me up. But it's a weird juxtaposition between Sephiroth's good side and his bad side. I don't know what the editors are trying to play with me, I don't know what they're trying to do. I don't know they're trying to tell me Scooby-Doo. All I know is that I don't got a clue. It's just annoying, my dude. Bars. But like, Sephiroth's this good guy, but he's this bad guy. It's ominous, man. It's ominous. I'm trying to keep it spoiler-free, but man, it's going to get you on your toes. But I do feel like, and I do understand what everybody else is saying within that comment section, that yes, it does feel like Sephiroth is just, Sephiroth. And it's like, bro, okay, we get it. You exist. I get it. You're an icon, okay? You pop up everywhere. But the point at FF7 was that you were this ominous mystery. It was like, oh, it is Sephiroth. Oh, it is Sephiroth. And spoiler alert right here, it wasn't Sephiroth. It was the Genova's illusion, because the entire time he was in the mountains. That was crazy. I saw that. I was like, no way. As you can imagine that my eyes are bulging out of my glasses right now. It was like, whoa, that is insane, guys. That is insane. I like this hat, by the way. I love it a lot. We're on trip with it. Dude, like, it's insane. But if there's one thing that I really do wish that they would try to do again, and I don't think that they probably will, but could they please, for the love of all things holy within this grand earth, could you please make it to where they can actually make it like a RPG setting? Right? Not a JRPG setting, because, you want to go into the terminology of it. JRPGs are just RPGs, but they're Japanese, and it's actually kind of like a derogatory term. But pushes up my non-existent nerd glasses, because, these are shades. And so I'm sitting here like, bruh, okay, please let me do something else. I mean, I get it's an action RPG and stuff, but still, overall, right here, and I'm going to end it, is that the game is great. There's a few sections that I don't like. Just little things like little puzzles, unnecessary puzzles for no reason. But it does seem really promising. Now, I will say this, as a broke brother, I do not like looking at a $70 price tag with a man who has to go to college and continuously look at Cengage projects for code scripts from Microsoft Visual Basics. It's not fun, okay? To the teacher who's doing that, chill out. To the teacher I have to go to in the next morning from 6 to 6 p.m., could you actually read your material? Because you're starting to annoy me with not reading your material, okay? You're starting to bother me. It's getting on my nerves. And if you see this one day, and I'm already up there, well, I just want to let you know that I hope that you actually either kept your job or you got fired from your job. I'm not wishing downfall. I'm just wishing you to get better, okay? Because you're starting to bother me, man. But you're not bad. But you did give me a C when I was fully A'd in my classes, and was scoring higher than everybody else. Yeah, your swag bro was scoring higher than everybody else. Yeah, I said it. I know it's crazy, but she hit me with a C- chat. But that's for a different day. Anyways, that's all I got to say. With that being said, if you want to see more like these, with these, conversations and stuff like that, make sure to send it down in the comments on what you want to see. Like, sub, and put the notifications on so you can stay up to date on what I say. And if you want to talk to me a little bit more, I have a Discord linked within the description and maybe in the comments section. And once again, this is Swag Bro tipping off his top hat to the milady Tifa and saying to beware and take care.